really fortunate to have a job that allows me to work from home. I know there are a lot of people who are scared for their futures right now and that their jobs are in jeopardy. And so I feel really lucky that I get to stay locked up in my house with my imaginary friends. Turns out I haven't been locked up in my house with just my imaginary friends, because I've been getting a lot of requests for Zoom visits from teachers who were using my book in their classroom before all schools across the country shut down. And they were wanting to connect with me to see if I could do something with their students. So let's see, there's been a teacher in Wisconsin who was using Flipped in the classroom, and he had a Q&A session with me, questions that the kids had put together about Flipped. And some of those questions I'd never been asked before. He's taken it and compiled it and made it available to all the kids in his classroom. There were other Zoom sessions. There was a 14-year-old scriptwriter won a contest at the Central Coast Writers Conference last fall, and they made a movie out of it. But her movie didn't get to go to the premiere stage because of the coronavirus, and so they had like a Zoom premiere. And then there was a bookseller in Oklahoma that services schools, and how do they keep their business going during this time? So they had a Zoom session where they have guests on and they were doing giveaways, and we popped in as a surprise. And then there are live sessions where the teachers arrange with all their students to log on at a certain time, and then we all have a Zoom session together. I think my favorite of those happened because the teacher put together an April Fool's Day thing for her kids where she was reading Sammy Keys and the Sisters of Mercy. She said that they were going to have a special guest reading, and all the kids thought it was going to be her son. So we start off with, she welcomes all the kids, she brings them all in, you see their little pictures all over the screen, and then her son comes on board and he starts to read. But then, whoa, no, he's not actually the reader. It is, whoosh, the author. Oh, the kids were so cool. They were like, ah! It was really fun to surprise them. So that was the best April Fool's Day. For all the sessions, I do try to end with a positive thought, like finding the silver lining in the situation we're in. In Hope in the Mail, I talk about that, how terrible things can happen to you in life, but somewhere in there, there's a silver lining. And so if we learn to look at things not so much as what they've taken from us, but what they've given us, it winds up being that you can take a positive away, even from something as negative as a pandemic. So I do hope families are using this as a way to get to know each other better, or maybe in a different way, to do things together like board games and book clubs and just spending time together, learning to cook. I mean, because we are all in this together. Some of us with more toilet paper than others, but I think it is an opportunity for us to get to know ourselves better too. One of the things that I really hope our society takes away from the situation we're in is the value of teachers. I hear people saying, oh, it was such a rough day. I was home alone all day with my kids. How am I going to make it clear through to the end of the month? And I'm like, teachers have your kids and like 33 other kids in their classroom, organized and learning and behaved. They have that 5 days a week, 7 hours a day, and they do that 10 months out of the year. And now they're expected to know how to do remote teaching. All of a sudden they have to get up to speed on technology and how to run a classroom from their home and do all these things they've never had to do before. How do you do a lesson plan for that? How do you prepare for that? And yet they're stepping up and they're doing it. So we need to say more than just thank you to them. We've always needed to say more than just thank you. We need to start paying them like the professionals that they are. So, silver lining of this pandemic, I hope one of the things that our society takes away is the value of teachers and how it's about time we started paying them like the professionals that they are. Let's come out of this better, kinder, more compassionate people. Be well and have a really good week.